is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another adventure with the Bearded Bobber. Some of you guys may recognize this spot. I take a good amount of photos up here when I get the chance because it leads up to one of my favorite roads, Oak Glen, California. Beautiful scenery, nice little route that comes from Beaumont to Yucaipa. When I have to go to Yucaipa from home, it's definitely one I try to do on the bike. Today though, we have a little bit of an update on Bring It Home, but that's not the big picture of this video. Big picture of this video, it partially has to do with the update, I guess, for Bring It Home, but that's not it. What? This is my dad's 2013 Harley Davidson Deluxe. And everybody's going, what happened to the Ultra Glide? When my dad showed me that bike, and he's going to be watching this video, I was like, it's not your style. I grew up with my dad on like a Softail, it's just a good bike. And I've talked about this in my videos before. That's what I grew up thinking I was going to be on, stuff like that. And that's just what I've always known my dad to be on. So I kind of was waiting for something like this, and he showed me that, which had the big, throne back seat, the captain's kind of chair for mom, so she'd be a little bit more comfortable. But she likes this bike better, and I agree. Now, granted, was hoping to use this bike to go to Arizona, the Ultra Glide with the big fairing and everything else, but who knows, maybe I'll steal this one. We'll see. But I did take this one today, and that's what I wanted to talk about. The big picture of this video, and a little emotional, but I'm at the age where I took out my dad's Harley Davidson. There she is. I used to get picked up at school, sitting on the tank, or with the sissy bar. I grew up on the back of a motorcycle, and I had this very long stretch where I wasn't around motorcycles. It just wasn't in the cards. I don't know what I don't even know what to tell you. I lived next to Laughlin, Nevada with the Laughlin River Run, and it just wasn't in the picture until last year when I picked up the Indian Scout Bobber. And that's where it all started. And when I was a kid, though, it all started with my dad. So it's still, and I'm glad that he's here for this. And the moment I get to take out my dad's Harley Davidson. So let me know in the comments if you guys have gotten to do that. Right now, gonna walk around the bike, but we're gonna head up that way on some little bit of twisties. Look at this. Now, the one thing he's gonna do is change the color on that Rolling Sands intake. It's a cool color, but it doesn't really flow with the bike. So he's probably going to polish it because you can see all this chrome. Harley Davidson, the chrome open rotor. I would imagine you're getting a kick out of the chrome. You guys have seen the bobber. It's blacked out. I want a Chieftain. That's blacked out. There's some gorgeous chrome bikes, but I'm digging the others. This has got a nice set of Vance & Hine pipes on here with that 103. It's a real fun bike. I don't know why I'm sitting here talking about it. Let's get on it. Alright guys, well, as you clearly guessed, this is what I will be bringing to Bring It Home. This is the update for Bring It Home. The Ultra Glide is no longer in our possession, so I get to ride this gorgeous bike at Bring It Home for the record. Now, I did get to take the Ultra Glide on its final voyage. It worked out to where I took the bike from my dad that night, and we had to go to Temecula, California, to the chopper gallery to drop her off. And I got some footage of that, and probably some outdated intro since I'm now making this video. We'll see if we use it. I don't know. Oh shit. Alright, so I'm rolling into Oak Glen. We'll get back to me. Here's that footage. And today's adventure, we are over here at the Chopper Gallery in Temecula, California. So As you guys know, I'm going to bring it home and I'm using my dad's bike. But, kind of a long story and the way things go with my dad. He got a bike, he went with the whole full dresser, and it just wasn't for him. So we're here picking up his new bike. And so I'm going to show some B-roll of the shop because they got a lot of cool motorcycles over here. And then hopefully soon I'll get on the bike and show it to you guys. Alright guys.
Alright guys, well that was some footage right there of the Chopper Gallery in Temecula. Some really nice guys and some great deals. They got a lot of used bikes, as you clearly saw, a lot. And this one was one of them. You know, it's got a good amount of miles on it. Somebody really loved this bike and put the miles on it and some love into it. And now my dad gets to put some love into it. And you know, he's got that grin going ear to ear, like I did with the bobber. You know, he thought about getting a bobber, but he really wanted a Harley. This was a good deal, comfy for him and his back. Also, he wanted to help break the record this year. He knew that I was going to be able to take his bike to bring it home and go for the record. So now I get to do it with apes on this gorgeous Harley Davidson. I really like the color combo. You know, it's got this black, white, and kind of a like copper pinstripe to it, which does go with that Rolling Sands, but I don't think it's enough copper on the bike to justify it. I think that's what I'm going with there. Oh man, it's a fun bike though. It's super comfortable. I can't get enough of it. I remember starting out going, I don't know if I'm gonna want to ride bikes with apes, man. Like, had that mentality in my head, like, what? And then now, yes please. Now size, I think all depends on the bike and seating position. Like bobber, I only have 10-inch apes. I believe these are 16s, but for this bike, you know, they fit really good. Always got to be careful up here. But back on to what I was talking about. I'm on my dad's bike. You know, like, I've ridden a couple of his other bikes, of course, before, but he didn't have the connection with those, like the Ultra Glide, that he does with this. Clearly, like, you know, he rides to work, he finds, because he works so close to home that he has to find like crazy paths to go along. You know, like 20 miles out of his way, just to create a nice round trip ride before work. And I don't blame him. I've done it for me, but I have a 26-mile trip to work every day. Granted, it's highway, so I'll take some side streets to mix mine up. And we actually, the first time we rode this bike and the bobber together, this is the way we came. We came up through Oak Glen, and that spot that I stopped to talk to you guys at the beginning was like our little meet spot. Like, I came up from my house, he came up from his. We met here, met there, and rolled on down through Oak Glen, got breakfast. It's a really good ride. Like, I'm gonna have to get some footage next time me and him are out together, but I don't know, I kind of wanted to get that just us, you know. Not everything's for you, YouTube. Sometimes it's all about us and the two wheels. camera, stay home. Oh man, I love this road. If you guys don't get a chance to, you got to come up through here if you're ever near this area. Short little ride. Oh, it's gorgeous, man. And it feels so good. I cannot believe it's July. Ridiculous. Now, we are gonna, I'm gonna have to do a separate video for this, but we are gonna be doing the Big Bear ride, and we do plan on having this as like the tail end of it coming up through here. So some of you guys that are coming from far out of town, keep an eye out for that video. I'll talk about it more. It'll probably be a short like Saturday video, but we'll get on it. Oh man. All right, I'm heading back to give this baby back to my dad. I know he's wondering where she's at. Let me know, like I said, guys, in the comments, or if you've gotten to do this and you haven't made a video about it, you know, do that and then let me know. Like, it's hard sometimes to follow that list, so if you do it, let me know. Like, you know, just something, or tag me on Instagram if you post something about it on Instagram, or DM me, just message me. We'll go from there. You know, like, I got to take my dad's Harley out, or maybe you didn't, or maybe you did after something happened. You know, like, I don't, you guys got those stories? Is your dad like the reason you got to riding? My dad, my mom were big riders, so I got more on that later on. But oh, pretty bird. All right, you guys, I'm gonna ride. That's it. I'm gonna finish out Oak Glen and get this baby back, and then get back on four wheel. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Hey Dad, she'll drag floorboard. Oh, I love you, pops. All right, you guys, YouTube, you crazy kids, don't forget to do what I said. And do what I say right now. Stay safe, stay classy.